All right, hello everyone, and welcome to iGlobal University. My name is Mark Robinson. I'm the director for the School of Business at iGlobal, and today I have the distinct honor and pleasure of introducing to you a friend and a colleague, Paul Bailo, who has recently assumed the position of president at an e-commerce company called orangeshine.com. Paul, welcome to our Executive Insights podcast. Great to have you on the inaugural edition of this.
It's great to be here, Mark. Yeah, good to see you, and it's always happy.
Good. Well, I appreciate that. And in preparation for this, I was looking over your LinkedIn profile, and as I was reading it, I thought, wow, this is like a who's who of American corporations, right?
Yeah, I sort of a portfolio of blue chip companies, entrepreneurial companies, and mid-sized companies.
Okay. And we don't want to name drop too many names, but you've worked at Infosys, GE Money, Amex, MasterCard, the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, Citigroup. So you've definitely got the experience, corporate America.
Sure. So yeah, I mean, it's a various background, so I love, love the big companies, right? The blue chip branding, the educational experience that I got there from an executive leadership perspective, and then also the small mid-sized companies and then my own companies too. So I love that mix of organizations. In the first day I was at this organization, I basically said it's three things. It's the people, it's the process, and the profits, right? So we have to, figure out the people piece. Do we got the right people? Do they have will? Do they have skill? Who are we missing? What are the resources, right? And get that piece all functioning. And then what's the process? Like what's working here, right? What is the process? How are we functioning? And where are all the hiccups? And then the third piece is the profit. Where are the profits coming from? Where should the profits come from? And are we really just chasing these shiny objects? And this goes across the board from organizations at Infosys or PIP Consulting Group or Amex or the Federal Reserve or Citibank. It's the same thing. It's really, what are we doing? And we're making a lot of noise and it looks really cool and the shiny objects there, but are we really working on the right thing? And are we really generating the results we should be generating?
Right.
Because that's at the end of the day where people hire me.
Yeah, and you have to make sure that you are doing the right things rather than focusing on things that perhaps are not that important. So
exactly, you're absolutely right, Mark. I mean, because a lot of people get sucked into doing all the cool stuff, but the reality of it is the ship's sinking. Right. So you got to really focus the energy on really where you need to be. And that's why all my executive decision making experience is all based off the data, right? I mean, every board meeting I'm in, every conference I'm in, every lecture series I do, it's where's the data, right? To prove out this is working, right? I mean, you want to have that source of comfort. Not that the data is 100% foolproof, but it does increase the probability of rendering the result that you would expect. That's the goal here.
Yeah. And I think you've touched on this earlier about, how some of these previous leadership positions that you mentioned, how they kind of prepared you for this president's role at Orangeshine.
Yeah. So I've been president of 3 different organizations, and I'm sure more to come. So the background really is understanding really what you could take from the organization. And the worst positions really are the ones you learn the most from. So you really want to sort of put yourself in positions that you're uncomfortable with. And even if you fail, right? Everyone fails. So just embrace it and learn from it and move forward. That's how I've been, running my career really. And at times, as we spoke before we started, right before this current position, I was president of PIP Consulting Group. And that was a company I brought in a number of my executive friends to help out with international consulting in the banking industry in Argentina and in China and Nigeria. And then because of my network, I was tapped to help out the state of Texas with coveralls. And because of the way, I was able to quickly figure out things. And within 8 weeks, I was able to start up a factory in Bangladesh with over 3,100 employees. And we're the number one producer of coveralls for the state of Texas for 407 of their hospitals. And we saved over 3 million lives there.
Wow. That's
the only way I was able to do this was because of the way my brain was wired and the experiences that I've had that, and to be honest with you, I'm not in the manufacturing business. What really helped me is my educational background and really the belief that I knew I didn't know how to do this, but I knew I could do it.
Right.
If that helps, right? So it's really the belief that, wow, this is going to be really crazy and tough, but I know I could do it. But at the moment they asked me to help, I knew I didn't know how.
Yeah. Well, and you've managed to do it. That's the cool thing.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's it came to me sort of very quickly. I knew it had to get done. And once again, where I come in is I do very well in the world of chaos. I do very well when these problems are very difficult. I do very well, in the sense that when most people can't do things, that companies call me in to go fix this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you're there to help them. That's great.
Yeah, absolutely.